Good afternoon, students. Today we are going to see this poem, Father Returning Home, written by Dilip Chitre. Dilip Chitre, he is a well-known poet in Indian English literature. He has written numerous poems like the banyan tree and this Father Returning Home. In this poem, poet tells us the story of suburban people. Suburban people means who are the people who are living in suburbs of the city. Suburb means outer part of the city, outer area of the city. So, poet was living with his family in the suburbs of Mumbai, and at that time he has written this poem. His father was working in the office and it was situated in the heart of the city, means in the middle of the Mumbai city. So his father was traveling by the train. He was leaving his home very early in the morning and then he would come back to his home in the late evening. So his schedule was very tight, and because of that he was very tired. He was not enjoying his life. He was not interested in his life. He was also not interested in his work, in his job. But he was working like a machine. He was not working in the office by heart. He was not enjoying his work, but he was tired because of the busy schedule, and because of that he was not interested in anything. He was always thinking about the past. He was remembering the past happy days. And he was also thinking about the future. What will be his future? Whether it is good or bad. And in this way, he was just passing his days. In present situation, in present condition, he was not living. He was living in the past or in the future. So let's start the poem. I am going to explain this poem line by line. My father travels on the late evening train. Poet's father, he was traveling by the train from home to office and then office to home. Standing among silent commuters in the yellow light. When he came back to home in the evening, at that time he was so much tired and he was just physically present in the train. He was silent like other commuters. Other passengers, they were also silent. And they all were standing in a yellow light. It was an evening time, so there was a yellow light. the day was sinking down, and because of that there was a yellow light. Suburbs slide past his unseeing eyes. Whenever we travel from bus or train or by our own private vehicle, at that time we always look here and there. We always observe the villages, the cities beside the road. And there are many other things such as natural beauty, natural environment. So we all observe all those things whenever we travel from one city to another. So here the train is moving from one station to another station, and in between two stations there were many things, but poet's father, he was not interested in those things. He was just standing in the train and he was not watching here and there. He was not able to recognize which station passed by the train. And now where or in which station train is going to enter. He was not able to recognize all those things. Might be his station or his stop would be last. So he doesn't care, he did not care that which station was passed by the train. So suburbs slide past his unseeing eyes. The train is moving forward and so many things were passing. So many things were going back. Whenever we catch or whenever we sit beside the window in the train or in the bus, we can be able to see trees, lands going back, and we are going forward. But poet's father, he was not interested. He was not looking out of the train. His shirt and pants are soggy and his black raincoat stained with mud. His dress, it was fully wet. He was soaked because of heavy rain. And his black raincoat, he had wear a raincoat. But that raincoat was dirty because of mud. And he had a bag which was full of books. He had carried a bag and it was full of books. It was fallen on his shoulder. His eyes, dimmed by age, fared homeward through the humid monsoon night. His eyes dimmed means his eyes were weak because of his age. He was an aged person. त्यांची नजर अंधुक बनलेली असते. His eyes dimmed by age fade homeward through the humid monsoon night. त्यांची नजर जरी अंधुक बनलेली असली तरी सुद्धा ते घराच्या दिशेनं जात असतात. फेड होमवर्ड थ्रू द ह्युमिड मान्सून नाईट. मान्सूनची ती संध्याकाळ दमट बनलेली असते मान्सूनच्या हवामानामुळे. मान्सून सीझन मधली ती संध्याकाळ दमट बनलेली असते, परंतु तशा वातावरणात सुद्धा ते घराकडं चाललेले असतात आणि त्यांची नजर अंधुक बनलेली असते. नाव आय कॅन सी हिम गेटिंग ऑफ द ट्रेन. कवी म्हणतायत की आता मला ते रेल्वेतून उतरताना दिसत आहे. इट इज ॲन हिज इमॅजिनेशन. Poet said, now he was getting off the train, like a word dropped from a long sentence. Whenever we write a sentence, a long sentence on the board, on the paper, and if we drop a word from that sentence, how it looks like. In the same way, poet's father, he was getting off the train. एखाद्या वाक्यातून एखादा शब्द वगळल्यानंतर म्हणजे शब्द ड्रॉप करतो आपण एखाद्या मोठ्या वाक्यातून, त्याच पद्धतीनं रेल्वे स्टेशनवर रेल्वे उभी राहिलेली असते आणि कवीचे वडील त्या रेल्वेतून उतरतात. देअर वॉज नो एक्साइटमेंट, देअर वॉज नो हॅपीनेस. ही वॉज टायर्ड, ही वॉज ऑलवेज इन हिज थॉट्स. सो ही वॉज गेटिंग ऑफ द ट्रेन मीनिंगलेसली. He hurries across the length of the grey platform. After getting off the train, he was walking on the platform which was grey due to the cement. But here, poet is used the word grey because he wants to suggest us that his father was old. कवीला हे सुचवायचं आहे की कवीचे वडील म्हातारे झालेले आहेत, त्यांचं वय झालेलं आहे. ही हरीज अक्रॉस द लेंथ. ते भरभर त्या करड्या अंगाच्या प्लॅटफॉर्मवरून चालायला लागतात असं कवी म्हणतायत. तो प्लॅटफॉर्म ग्रे कलरचा असतो. ग्रे म्हणजे करडा रंग. सिमेंटमुळे त्याला तो रंग मिळालेला असतो. परंतु कवीनं हा शब्द वडिलांसाठी विचारला. क्रॉसेस द रेल्वे लाईन, एंटर्स द लेन. काही अंतर चालत गेल्यानंतर ते रेल्वे लाईन क्रॉस करतात आणि एका छोट्या गल्लीमध्ये शिरतात. His chappals are sticky with mud, but he hurries onward. त्यांच्या पायामध्ये जी चप्पल्स असतात ती चिखलानं भरलेली असतात, घाण झालेली असतात, परंतु तरी सुद्धा ते तसेच पुढे चालत राहतात. Home again, I see him drinking weak tea. आता ते घरी पोहोचलेले, पुन्हा एकदा घरी आलेले. सकाळी ते बाहेर पडत असत, आता सायंकाळी घरात पोहोचलेले आहेत आणि कवी म्हणतायत आय सी हिम ड्रिंकिंग वीक टी. त्यांच्यासाठी बनवलेला चहा हा थंड झालेला आहे, शिळा झालेला आहे आणि तरी सुद्धा तोच चहा ते पितायत. इटिंग ए स्टेल चपाती, रीडिंग ए बुक. म्हणजे आपण अन्न जर जेवायच्या वेळेस अन्न जर थंड असेल तर आपण गरम करतो, थोडा वेळ वाट पाहतो आणि त्यानंतर जेवतो, किंवा चहा जरी थंड असेल तर आपण तो गरम करून घेतो. बट पोएट्स फादर, he was uninterested. He has nothing. He has nothing to say about his own life. He doesn't want to share anything with others. He was just involved in his own thoughts. He was just involved himself into his past, or he was just contemplating about future. In this way he was passing his days. He was not living his present life properly. Eating a stale चपाती सुद्धा शिळी झालेली असते तरी सुद्धा ते ती चपाती खातात. Reading a book. While eating, he was reading a book. He goes into the toilet to contemplate. Then he went to toilet. He went to bathroom. But in order to think deeply, according to him, toilet or bathroom, it was a best place to contemplate, to think on something. Man's estrangement from a man-made world. This world is man-made. We are living in the man-made world. We are a social animal. As a human being, we are a social animal. So we can't stay away from the people. But there are some people like poet's father. They are alienated from the society. They are trying to stay away from the people. So poet said, it's an unfortunate thing that this world is made by the man, and one man is staying out of this world or staying away from this world. He doesn't want to mix with anyone. He was not talking with his family members. He was not sharing anything with them. Coming out, he trembles at the sink. त्या बाथरूममधून ते बाहेर येतात आणि अडखळतात, धडपडतात. ते सिंक जवळ पोहोचतात. The cold water running over his brown hands. जे त्यांचे हात स्वच्छ धुतायत आणि त्यांनी त्यांचे हात नळाखाली पकडलेले आहेत. त्यांच्या हातावरून थंडगार पाणी वाहत आहे. ब्राऊन हँड्स, त्यांचे हात सोनेरी रंगाचे आहेत. A few droplets cling to the graying hair on his wrists. काही पाण्याचे थेंब त्यांच्या मनगटावर असणाऱ्या पांढऱ्यावर जाणाऱ्या केसामध्ये अडकतात आणि तिथंच ते पाण्याचे काही थेंब असतात. His sullen children have often refused to share jokes and secrets with him. Sullen means bad temper, म्हणजे लगेच ज्यांना राग येतो. शॉर्ट टेम्पर, त्यांची मुलं ही बॅड टेम्पर असणारे आहेत. They didn't want to share anything with their own father. They didn't want to even talk with him. ते त्यांच्या वडिलांशी बोलायला सुद्धा तयार नाही, वडिलांना काय सांगायला तयार नाही. She will now go to sleep. आता कवीचे वडील झोपी जातील असं कवी म्हणतात. लिसनिंग टू द स्टॅटिक ऑन द रेडिओ, रेडिओवरचं संगीत म्युझिक ऐकत. ड्रीमिंग ऑफ हिज अँसेस्टर्स, त्यांना त्यांच्या भूतकाळात रमायला खूप आवडतं. त्यांना आता पूर्वजांची आठवण येते. अँसेस्टर्स म्हणजे त्यांचा भूतकाळ. अँड ग्रँडचिल्ड्रन, आणि त्यांचा भविष्यकाळ. म्हणजे त्यांना असं वाटतं की हा वर्तमान काळ चांगला नाही आणि भूतकाळ चांगला होता, परंतु भूतकाळ आपण परत आणू शकत नाही, तर भविष्यकाळ तरी चांगला असावा. थिंकिंग ऑफ nomads entering a subcontinent through a narrow pass. He was also thinking about one more thing, and that was how did nomads, means tribes of people, how did tribes enter through a Khyber Pass into Indian subcontinent. सबकॉन्टिनेंट हा भारतीय उपखंड या अर्थानं वापरलेला शब्द आहे. तर ते कशावर विचार करताय, तर त्यांचा भूतकाळ आणि भविष्यकाळ. ते प्रेझेंट सिच्युएशनमध्ये वर्तमान काळात जगायलाच तयार नाहीत आणि जगतायत ते अशा पद्धतीने जगतायत. ते लोकांपासून खूप दूर गेलेले आहेत. आणि खूप वर्षापूर्वी, म्हणजे हजारो वर्षापूर्वी, अगदी म्हणजे आपण ते साल कोणतं होतं किंवा तो काळ कोणता होता हे ठरवू शकत नाही. अशा काळात खैबर खिंडीतून काही टोळ्या, काही लोक हे भारतीय उपखंडात आलेले असतात आणि ते कसे आले असतील त्याबद्दल कवीचे वडील विचार करतात आणि अशा पद्धतीने ते झोपी जातात. सो in this way, poet wants to tell us that if our past was good, but we are not able to brought it into present situation. We have to live in present, because past is not in our hands. Past is past. We can't change our past. So what is in our hands, that is only thing that we should live happily in our present life, present situation. If we are living happily in present, then our future, it should be great. If we are doing good in present, then future it will be better. So poet wants to suggest us, don't think about future and past. Live your life happily in present. Think about future, that is, set a goal, set an ambition, try hard. In this way you can think about it. You can think about your future in this way. What do you want to do in your future? That means you have to set a goal. In this way it's okay, but If you are always thinking about the future and if you are wasting your present days, then it is useless. So, first of all, poet said, do something in present. That is more important. So, in this way, I have completed the explanation of the poem. Please watch the video carefully, and while watching the video, take a textbook in front of you and then watch the video, and we will definitely take a meeting, Zoom meeting on this poem. So thank you for watching.